Hello guys, how are you? Amazing. Discover how to train your horse with these 10 essential tips for beginners. If you're new to horse ownership, you're likely looking for ways to properly train your horse. After all, training your horse is essential for its safety and well-being. From basic commands to more advanced techniques, there are many ways to properly train your horse. To get started, here are 10 essential tips for training your horse. Introduction to horse training. Training a horse can seem intimidating at first, but it doesn't have to be. With the right training supplies and techniques, you can easily teach your horse basic commands and behaviors. Horse training is an important part of horse ownership, as it helps keep your horse safe and helps you build a strong bond with your animal. The first step in horse training is to find a reliable and experienced trainer. A trainer can help you understand the basics of horse training and help you develop a routine that works for you and your horse. They can also provide advice and tips on how to properly train your horse. Once you've found a trainer, the next step is to learn about the different types of horse training. There are many different styles of horse training, including classical dressage, reining, and natural horsemanship. Depending on the type of horse you have and your goals for training, you may prefer one type of horse training over another. Benefits of training your horse. Horse training offers many benefits for both the horse and the rider. Training can help your horse become more obedient and responsive to your commands. It can also help you gain a better understanding of your horse's behavior and help you develop a stronger bond with your horse. Training your horse can also make it safer to ride. When your horse is properly trained, it is less likely to spook or bolt when faced with a scary situation. This can help you stay safe and have more enjoyable rides. Finally, horse training can help you prepare your horse for competition. Whether you're competing in dressage or show jumping, having a well-trained horse can help you achieve better results in the show ring. Essential horse training supplies. Before you get started with horse training, you'll need to make sure you have the right supplies. Here are some essential horse training supplies you'll need. 1. A halter and lead rope. A halter and lead rope are essential for horse training. 1. The halter should fit snugly on your horse's head and the lead rope should be long enough to allow you to work with your horse from a distance. 2. A training whip. A training whip can be used to encourage your horse to move forward or to correct bad behavior. 2. When using a whip, make sure to use it gently and never hit your horse. 3. Treats. Treats can be a great way to reward your horse for good behavior. 3. Choose treats that your horse enjoys, such as carrots, apples, or horse treats. 4. Clickers. Clickers are a great tool for training your horse. 4. They can be used to mark behaviors and let your horse know when it has done something correctly. 5. Bridles and bits. Bridles and bits can help you communicate with your horse more effectively. 5. Choose a bridle and bit that fit correctly and are comfortable for your horse. Setting up a training routine. Once you have the necessary supplies, the next step is to create a training routine for your horse. A training routine should include a variety of exercises and activities to keep your horse engaged and help you build a strong bond with your horse. Your training routine should also include regular breaks. Horses can get easily bored or overwhelmed if they're asked to do the same thing over and over. Taking regular breaks can help keep your horse interested and motivated. Finally, make sure to keep your training sessions short. Longer training sessions can be tiring for your horse and can lead to frustration or boredom. Aim for short, frequent training sessions that are no longer than 30 minutes. Basic horse training techniques. Once you've set up a training routine, it's time to learn some basic horse training techniques. Here are some common horse training techniques. 1. Groundwork. Groundwork is a great way to start training your horse. 1. It involves teaching your horse basic behaviors, such as how to stand, how to move forward, and how to turn. 2. Lunging. Lunging is an effective way to teach your horse basic commands, such as walk, trot, and canter. 2. It can also be used to help your horse become more responsive to your commands. 3. Long lining. Long lining is a great way to help your horse learn more advanced commands, such as shoulder in, haunches in, and flying changes. 4. Jumping. Jumping can help your horse become more confident in its abilities. 4. Start with small jumps and work your way up to larger jumps as your horse becomes more comfortable. Common horse training mistakes. When training your horse, it's important to avoid common mistakes. Here are some mistakes to avoid when training your horse. 1. Not being consistent. When training your horse, it's important to be consistent with your commands and expectations. 1. If you're not consistent, your horse won't know what you expect from it. 2. Not setting clear boundaries. It's important to set clear boundaries for your horse. 2. This will help your horse understand what behaviors are acceptable and what behaviors are not acceptable. 3. Not using positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is an important part of horse training. 3. Make sure to reward your horse for good behavior and avoid punishing it for bad behavior. 4. Not being patient. Training a horse takes patience and time. 4. Don't expect your horse to learn a new behavior right away. 4. Be patient and reward your horse even if it's making small progress. Developing a bond with your horse. While training your horse is important, it's also important to take time to bond with your horse. Bonding with your horse can help you develop a deeper relationship and can make training easier. Here are some tips for bonding with your horse. 1. Spend time with your horse. Take time to simply spend time with your horse. 1. This could include grooming, hand walking, or just spending time in the pasture. 2. Give your horse treats. Treats are a great way to show your horse that you care. 2. Offer your horse treats when you're out in the pasture or when you're grooming it. 3. Talk to your horse. Talking to your horse can help you build a stronger bond. 3. Talk to your horse in a gentle, soothing voice and use its name when talking to it. 4. Give your horse attention. Paying attention to your horse is a great way to bond with it. 4. Make sure to give your horse plenty of attention and let it know that it is important to you. Using positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is an important part of horse training. Positive reinforcement involves rewarding your horse for good behavior and avoiding punishing it for bad behavior. This helps your horse understand what behaviors are acceptable and can help you build a stronger bond with your horse. When using positive reinforcement, make sure to reward your horse immediately after it has done something correctly. Rewards can include treats, scratches, and verbal praise. Avoid using treats too often, as this could lead to weight gain. It's also important to be consistent with your rewards. If your horse does something correctly, make sure to reward it every time. This will help your horse understand that the behavior is expected and will encourage it to repeat the behavior. Training your horse for competition. If you're interested in competing with your horse, there are some specific training techniques you'll need to use. Training your horse for competition should involve more advanced exercises, such as long lining and jumping. It should also involve regular practice with a variety of obstacles. When training your horse for competition, make sure to focus on accuracy and precision. You'll need to be able to communicate with your horse clearly and accurately, so make sure to practice these skills regularly. It's also important to practice relaxation exercises, such as stretching and massage, to help your horse stay calm and focused. Safety tips for horse training. Horse training can be dangerous if proper safety precautions are not taken. Here are some safety tips for horse training. 1. Wear a helmet. Always wear a helmet when riding or working with your horse. 2. Use the right equipment. Make sure to use the right equipment for your horse. 2. Choose a halter and lead rope that fit correctly and use a bridle and bit that are comfortable for your horse. 3. Don't force your horse. Never force your horse to do something it doesn't want to do. 3. If your horse is refusing to do something, take a break and try again later. 4. Don't get too close. When working with your horse, make sure to stay a safe distance away. 4. This will help keep you and your horse safe. Conclusion. Training your horse can seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. With the right supplies and techniques, you can easily teach your horse basic commands and behaviors. Horse training is an important part of horse ownership, as it helps keep your horse safe and helps you build a strong bond with your animal. From setting up a training routine to using positive reinforcement, there are many tips and tricks for training your horse. Make sure to follow these tips to ensure your horse is properly trained and to keep you both safe. With the right training, you and your horse can have a strong relationship and enjoy many years of riding together. Are you ready to start training your horse? Follow these 10 essential tips for beginners and you'll be on your way to having a well-trained horse in no time. So what are you waiting for? Train your horse today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about the amazing animals of the world. Thanks for watching.